What's going on today, people? You already know Y.B.E.T.V. Um, I seen the election results last night, and I woke up this morning and went through my timeline, and I was reading a lot of the comments, and I instantly got pissed the fuck off. Like, I swear to God, white people, black people, how foolish can we all be? Come on, man, we gotta do better than this, man. Like, it's just common sense and basic fucking logic is basically what it is. Let's just dive right into it. I got my notebook. All right, first and foremost, for all the black people that said our ancestors died for us to have the right to vote. They definitely did. They definitely did. But it wasn't the right, it was the option to vote. They just wanted us to have the option to vote so we can choose to do what the fuck we want to. And I want to add to that. They actually died for us to have the right to go to college too. And the right to fucking read. So how many of y'all gonna go and pick up a romance novel after watching this? Turn off the TV and read a fucking book. People died heavily to learn how to read. And they died so go enroll in college after you watch this if you said that shit. If you ain't got no college degree and you don't read on the regular, shut the fuck. All right. Now, as far as people saying get out and vote, you need to understand that if you vote, you can't. If you don't vote, you can't say nothing. Nigga, if you don't vote, you should be able to complain because you didn't vote for whoever the fuck won. And last but not least, let's get into this real shit. The Electoral College. From my understanding, and I'm going to put this very loosely so I won't leave too much room for error. The Electoral College basically, ultimately, makes the decision of who's going to be president. And the way I'm going to prove this is by tallying up the votes for Hillary and Trump. Hillary got 59,413,991 votes last night. Donald Trump got 59,229,395 votes last night. Which means that Hillary won the popular vote. The American people voted for Hillary. And she won by 184,596 votes. So, your candidate actually won the vote in America. But we don't go by that. We go by the Electoral College. The Electoral College, Hillary got 228 votes. And Trump got 278 votes. Which means that your new commander-in-chief won 50 votes over Hillary through the Electoral College, and that canceled out 184,596 votes. So, back to you saying how your vote count again, come on. What you say? I can't hear you. Okay, now let's move on. This one gonna be a long one because I want to cuss everybody out equally because I believe in equality. I seen a lot of posts people saying about welfare and minimum wage. Nigga, the title is just bad. Nigga, like, what the fuck do you mean? They gonna cut out welfare? Good. Fucking good. Because I watch so many talented young black men and talented young black women that's straddled by the fucking welfare system. Because they either straddle you in two ways. What they do is they give you just enough to barely survive. As soon as you start to make changes and start to climb up the ladder, it's going to get so fucking hard because they're going to say, the first thing they're going to say is, you make too much money. What you mean you make $9 an hour? Oh, we got to cut you out. We can't give you no stamps or no health benefits. So now, with your health benefits, it's like you making $4 an hour. So you're like, man, fuck that job. I'm going back on aid. Fuck welfare, man. We got to do better. We got to do better. Minimum wage. Let me explain something to you black people. And white people, I'm on your ass too. Y'all next. Y'all ain't getting away. Oh, that's equal opportunity. Black people, minimum wage. I don't know if you good in math or not, but I'm gonna give you some very loose numbers. Whenever minimum wage goes up, the actual the price of items go up. For example, let me close that out. For example, if McDonald's was giving you $40 an hour, how much do you think a Big Mac would cost? Now, a Big Mac meal is what, like $9 right now, and minimum wage is what, about 7 something? I'm not sure. So if that's the case, if number one costs more than what a nigga make an hour at McDonald's, if you was making $40 an hour, a fucking Big Mac will probably be about $43. Yeah, about $43. So minimum wage going up, though it's not, does not matter at all. It don't matter. Look. Quit putting your faith into fool shit, like ridiculous shit. Put your faith in yourself. Go out and use your talents and find some way to make money off of. If you don't know how to do that, go take a stroll through a Mexican neighborhood. I'm changing my fucking name to Gonzalez 2017, the first of the month. My name is Gonzalez, and I'm becoming a full-blooded Mexican. I'm getting me a blood transfusion. That's number one. Now, number two is walk through their neighborhood, and you will see all the businesses. You will see them on the fucking corner selling their corn, selling their watermelons, selling their mangoes, them little fucking chips with the little spinner wheels on them and shit. They got all that shit, and they out there making a killing. I added it up. I watched them move a line. They making $40,000, $50,000 a year tax-free. Killing them. So you don't bring up Mexicans. Now to my white people. Hey, y'all. I love y'all. I love now black people. I love y'all. Don't be mad. Don't be butthurt. I'm just telling you the fucking truth. Now, white people. I don't know if you're aware of this, but in America, you fucking losing. Like, a lot of y'all think y'all winning, but you're not. You're not. Go watch George Carlin. That's my white buddy, man. Like, go watch him. He will let you know. Number two is slavery. Black people, I know you like black people always bring up slavery. Yeah, touche. Okay, you got me. You got me on that. We do bring up slavery a lot, but this time it's for you. Did you know that in the slavery days, it first started off that y'all was slaves and we was that slaves? They called them indentured servants. And we worked together, and then we got cool in the motherfucking shit. We created the high five together and shit, like, hey, white slave, you like, hey, black slave. And we was cool in the bitch. And then the people in power who had all the money, who was getting all who was benefiting the most off of us just working for them, not making shit. They say, you know what? These motherfuckers getting too close. They gonna figure it out. And we start figuring it out like, look, and we could look, you distract them and we gonna bust their ass up top of the head. Then you know what they did? They bamboozled y'all ass. They say, look, y'all not gonna eat steak and shit, but we'll give y'all a few, you know what I'm saying, motherfucking cans of beans and shit to feed your family, but we won't get a nigga shit. And y'all ran with it. And they made y'all think that y'all was better than us and wasn't getting y'all shit. It's the Jedi mind trick. Like a motherfucker, and y'all ancestors fell for it. To this day, we still all slaves. I watch. I stay in a very diverse neighborhood. Very diverse. And I see a lot of white people struggling. And I've been to some of the good neighborhoods, well, not good, where it's mostly white. And I see where they erected a Walmart, and I've seen where I watched a business go under right after Walmart get erected in a white neighborhood. You think Walmart give a fuck about you? They still giving y'all 39 hours out of 40, so they ain't got to give you benefits. But what do I know? What about the prison system? I went to a court date recently, and it was a white girl in there. So I sat back. We was the only motherfuckers in there, and I talked to her. She suffered from schizophrenia, and she said mental illness ran in our family. And I was like, damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, on some real shit, I was real sorry to hear that. And then she said her sister was on trial for doing drugs. And it hit me. You got mental illness running your family, and your sister suffering from an addiction, and they threw her ass in prison. So you telling me this one-size-fit-all justice system don't bother you? Where you could take the mentally ill and throw them in there with a fucking rapist? Something totally wrong with that. But, hey, What about when Wells Fargo just tore a patch out of all our ass? Did they say, well, no, leave the white people alone? I watch, as a truck driver, I sit out here and talk to white people, and I help them to make money in this fucking industry. A lot of them. And you know what? They be pissed because the rich motherfuckers in this industry got them running sleepy. They out here tearing they fucking body up and they teeth up. You know why a lot of the truck drivers got fucked up teeth? Because they drink coffee all night. These motherfuckers was dipping toothpicks in fucking, horse tranquilizers. Chewing on them so they can run all night. They call it running outlaw. You know why? Because they dispatchers, because these companies ain't paying shit. And you gotta run yourself fucking raggedy to make some money. You know how many white people that lost their fucking house and their family in this industry? And this industry didn't give a fuck about them? But, hey, what do I know, white people? What do I know? And that goes for black people, too. I'm gonna say this to black people, and I'm gonna end this before it get too long. Black people, I'm glad Trump won. You heard me? T's up for Trump. T's the fuck up for Trump. 2 of them. You know why? Because we've been too fucking forgiving. Obama didn't look out for nothing for the black interests. And we citizens too. Did we forget that we voted for the motherfucker? Oh, he did the nay-nay on Ellen. Fuck him and the nay-nay on Ellen. I don't give a fuck about him nay-naying on Ellen. When motherfuckers getting choked out, then he gonna make a sorry-ass speech. Shit, it's just inadequate, and you know, this, and this. Nigga, fight. You didn't fight for us, motherfucker. You didn't fight for white people. You didn't fight for the fucking soldiers. Soldiers all in Iraq don't even know why the fuck they in Iraq and shit. I done talked to hey, so why was y'all over there? They like, man, they said we was going over there for this, but like when we was over there, it wasn't like that. It was like this. Motherfuckers telling me they blew up a Humvee. They smashed out a Humvee because of a flat tire and had to get a new one. They was over there running money up. That's what it was about. Have you ever heard of Halliburton? See, I'm not even gonna get into all that because I'm not an expert on it. I just got random tidbits of information that I researched and got from here and there, so I'm not gonna let you tear me up on that shit. But I'm gonna tell you like this. Black people, we got Jay-Z did a fucking benefit for Hillary Clinton. Talk all this shit about I'm from Brooklyn, but what Brooklyn doing? How's Brooklyn schools? I want to say one thing and one thing only to my black people and my white people. I swear to God, I wish I was president for about 11 days. I would change this motherfucking country. The first thing I would do, I would get rid of music class. Fuck music class. And I would add home economics. And I would add home economics and a finance class to every motherfucking school for black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, fucking Indian, every nationality. Across the board. Where you gonna learn how to establish credit, the stock market, bonds, the difference between a CD and a savings account. And then on a home economics, because the core of it is the economy for your home, right? That's what my understanding is. You're gonna learn how to do a budget, how to run a home. What's a shoestring budget? Most people don't know that. But in home economics, you will learn that. You will learn how to cook. You will learn how to make something out of nothing. You only got a potato, 2 pieces of chicken and something. We will show you how to cook with that shit. We will show you how the basics of being okay in America. Instead of teaching you a whole bunch of fuck a treble clef. Who in the fuck? A treble clef, a bass clef, over finance in America. For real. That's what we got. We got real fucking problems in America. Flint and water, come on, man. Technology, everything's evolving. Except cures for diseases. No, you know what? Diseases are evolving. Next year, we're going to have the red 7 flu. Where your fucking nipples get spots on them and shit every time you see the number 7. Okay, we might not get that, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Truckers' Lyme disease and shit, where only truck drivers get it and shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got real problems in fucking America, man. Look, the change started with us, man. At the end of the day, let's keep on educating each other. That's why I do this shit. I want to educate people, man, and show them some of the basic shits. And if I ever get to when I get to the position to help the masses, I swear to God I will. I'm going to teach so many motherfuckers so many different things. It's going to make y'all head spin, man. And I'm going to keep doing what I do, and you already know what it is. If you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. YB.